Mathmech is still going to be one of the best decks post June 2023 ban list, and if you wanted to see what they can do, then you've come to the right place. What is up, guys? This is tcgsam here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over 3 combos that you must know when you're playing the Mathmech deck. And this combo will show you how you can still put up a great going first board as well as OTK despite the circular limit. If you haven't checked out the deck profile, then be sure to do so. It's already up on my channel so you can better see some of the ratios that I'm playing. But with that being said, let's just get into the very first combo, which is going to just be a 1-card Firewall defensor combo, which is going to set up your full end board when going first. So we're going to kick things off by normal summoning the defensor, and then linking the defensor off for a copy of Lingaribo or any Cyberslink 1 that you want. This could be like a Link Disciple instead, but Lingaribo I think is a lot better. We're going to activate the defensor next to special summon Firewall Guardian directly from our deck. And then we're going to link the Lingaribo and the Firewall Guardian into a copy of Splash Mage. That's going to trigger Guardian's effect since it was used as link material to special summon itself back. And then from here, we're going to activate Splash Mage to bring back Firewall Defensor from our graveyard. Next, we're going to overlay the 2 for a copy of Alembertian. Alembertian effect is going to detach 2 materials to go and add Mathmech Circular. So you're going to notice a lot of these combos don't start with Circular anymore because it's just unrealistic that you're always going to be able to see it or your search cards are going to go through. But thankfully, this deck has a lot of different ways to actually get to Circular, so it's still okay. So we're going to activate the Circular next to dump specifically Mathmech Nabla from our deck to the grave. So you could say Nabla is like a quote-unquote brick, but I think at the end of the day, it is still needed in this deck just because of how it enables combos like these. Because now what we can do is just go Alembertian effect, tribute itself, summoning out the Nabla. That's going to trigger the Circular to add a copy of our Super Factorial. And then Nabla's effect is great because we can just tribute itself off and then summon Diameter directly from our deck. So now this gives us the Diameter in rotation as well as the 3 Mathmech names for our Super Factorial. Next up, we're going to link these 2 off for a copy of Transco Talker. Transco Talker effect is going to special summon back Splash Mage. And then from here, we're going to link 3+1+1 into a copy of our Firewall Neo Tempest Terahertz, and then Terahertz can send the Cybers to Save Worm to the graveyard. So what you actually end with on this board is a Super Factorial to summon Laplacian with 3 sends, as well as the Diameter negation, which is very important. So that's like, essentially you could say it like quote-unquote 4 disruptions. We have the Spell and Trap negate from Cybers to Save Worm using our Neo Tempest Terahertz that we sent. And then our opponent's turn, if you do play the Meteorologic Aggregator, you'll also have that. I personally don't play it because I don't want to commit too much of my extra deck to the Neo Tempest Terahertz in case cards like Kaijus are super popular, then you're just going to lose out to a Kaiju. And it's not something you really want. If Kaijus become a very popular thing in this format, then you can switch off of this and just go back to the regular Heat Soul end board because what you can do, just very quickly going back to where we were before, we're going to have our copy of Nabla in the graveyard. We're going to have these 2 on the board as well as this. So we could go all the way back here. So doing the same defensor combo up until now, what we can do is Alembertian tribute the Splash Mage instead, and then link these 2 off for a copy of Cybers Wicked. Nabla effect tribute itself, and then you can summon out a copy of the Diameter from there. Trigger the Wicked to banish 1 from your graveyard to search a Diameter follow-up, and then link the 2 monsters off for a copy of Heat Soul. So that way you still have Heat Soul follow-up and the Super Factorial plus 2 draws, and that helps you play around Kaijus a lot better. So that's another possible combo you can do, but I think the Firewall Defensor combo is pretty great for just being able to do everything going first with the Neo Tempest Terahertz. Alright, so for the very next combo, we're going to be going over how you can play with just a way to make Alembertian. So this could be any combination of ways to make Alembertian. You can have Diameter plus Extender, or Aratama, or Sakitama plus one of these. Essentially just any way to make Alembertian, and this combo won't use up your normal summon later because this already assumes you use your normal to make Alembertian. So what we're going to do is just summon our guys and make Alembertian from From there, what we're going to do is activate alembertian. Alembertian is going to search circular. If you didn't start with like Mathmech names, you could just go dump nabla and then summon nabla back, nabla attribute itself, summon diameter. But assuming that you did, all you need to do is send diameter to the graveyard, so now you have it in rotation, and then you can use alembertian to bring something back, trigger the circular effect. Circular is going to let you add a copy of the super factorial, and then from here you have a couple of different options. You could just go directly into the heat soul combo, so where you just go splash mage, summon something back, heat soul, and that's draw 2 plus super factorial with the 3 sends and the diameter setup, which is pretty good considering you just started off with like a pretty mediocre hand. Just any way to make the rank 4 alembertian. You could also, with an extra extender, still go for the firewall board, because all you need to do is just link these two into a splash mage, summon your extender, don't use splash mage, but then link it off with the extender for transcode, bring back splash mage bring something back. You got your Neo Tempest Terahertz. So yeah, depending on how you start the combo, this is sort of what you want to do. You just go, like I said, the most common thing you're going to do here is just splash mage, heat soul, draw 2, and then you have super factorial plus the draw 2. So this is still the standard Mathmech combo like it was before, despite having only one circular. And I think this is definitely something you should know, because I think a lot of people are going to try to up the number of these extenders to replace the lost copies of circular, or start playing cards like Sakitama and Aratama, the spirit monsters, to make the rank 4s. So you could definitely just do that instead. So yeah, that's going to do it for combo number 2. So now let's move to combo number 3. So for the final combo, we're going to be going over how Defensor alone just plays through Nibiru when you're trying to go for game. So what we're going to do is start by normal summoning Defensor, turning that into a copy of our Lingaribo, and then from there, Defensor effect is going to special summon the Firewall Guardian directly from our deck. From here, we're going to link the two off for a copy of Splash Mage, trigger the Guardian to summon back itself, trigger the Splash Mage to summon back the Defensor, and then from here, we're going to overlay for alembertian. Alembertian effect is going to allow us to search the circular. So I assume, for the sake of this video, that they're going to hold Nibiru until later on when we have our access code on the board. So I'm just going to quickly pull out a Nibiru here, just so we are reminded that our opponent does have this card. So anyways, from this part of the combo, we're going to activate the circular. Circular is going to send any Mathmech. It doesn't like matter if you set up the 3 interruptions or not, or the 3 names or not, because you're still going to just be searching the Mathmech equation in this case. But either way, we're going to use the effect of our alembertian, tributing itself, summoning our name back, activating the circular effect. Circular is going to let us add a copy of the Mathmech equation, and then from here, very simply, we can just link these two off for a copy of our update jammer, link these two off for a copy of our access code talker. So we're going to go update 1, access 2, and our opponent has to Nibiru here, otherwise this is just game, because we have a 4300 access code that can attack twice with up to 2 to 3 banishes. So our opponent's going to Nibiru us here, we're going to lose the access code talker. Our opponent has Nibiru now, and they're going to give us just a random token. What you're going to do now is turn the token into a copy of Link Spider. So if you saw in my deck profile, I was playing like Link Spider. I don't have it like at the moment because I was trying some things out. But essentially, like very simply, if you just summon Link Spider here, you're going to activate the equation next, bringing back any Cyberse Mathmech, turning those two into a copy of G-Golem. G-Golem effect is going to summon back the Link Spider, linking the two off for a transcode. Transcode effect is going to summon back the update jammer, and then if you played the second access code talker, you can just very easily do this once again, where you just summon access code, gain 3k, attack twice, and that's enough for game. Alright, so that's going to do it for this combo tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you think there are any combos I missed, or if you think that there's some things that could have been added, then do let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Saying, you know, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things, and they're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there. I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself